So I applied for my residence permit moving here in Sweden to my SAMBO, and I got the decision from the Migrationsverket in 42 days. Yes, you heard it right. I got my residence permit in less than 2 months. So if you are applying, or if you are going to apply for your residence permit, or maybe you are waiting for the decision of your case, please hang on to this vlog so I could tell you my story and my journey on how did I applied for my residence permit. Hej sa mina vänner! Välkommen till min YouTube-kanal. Hello my friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kati, I'm a Filipina and I live here in Sweden. Before moving forward, let me tell you a short background about me. I was a Philippine passport holder and I had a long-distance relationship with my Swedish boyfriend because I used to live in Dubai in the UAE. So that is where I applied for my residence permit and I got my interview in the Swedish Embassy in Abu Dhabi. So let's start with the 3 most important things that you have to consider before applying for your residence permit. Number 1, you have to make sure that your relationship with your partner is authentic, because you have to show some proofs of the relationship, like for example a marriage certificate, a civil registration, or for example in our case we are boyfriend girlfriend only, so I had to submit a CENOMAR, which is the certificate of non-marriage, to prove that I am not married in my home country. And we submitted also some photos of us together, some screenshots of our conversations, like for example text messages or email. Number 2, your partner should have a sufficient income to support you during your stay in the country or in Sweden. The Migrationsverket will ask your partner to send his salary and work certificate, because they want to know, the Migrationsverket wants to know if he is able to finance you during your stay here before like getting a job or something. Number 3, the housing or accommodation should be in sufficient size and standard for you to live in. This is very crucial because I heard that some of the people who applied for the residence permit, they got denied because the apartment or the house is not in the standard required by the Migrationsverket. So that is one thing that you have to check before applying for your residence permit. Now let's go through the instructions in applying online. First of all, you have to register yourself in the Migrationsverket website. So you just need to type in the migrationsverket.com, or I will put the link down below so you can go straight there. And once you registered yourself, then you will start filling up the application. So in this form, you have to fill in your details, your personal details, and so as your partner. It will ask also the your family's information together with your siblings and your parents' information in both sides, like yours and your partner's side. Then they have questions also there about the marital status, if you are married, if you were cohabited or something. And there are questions also like how did you meet and what is your future plans together. So in that application form, all the informations about you and your partner will be there, and there are questions also like describe your relationship. You have to tell that in details. How did you meet? Where did you meet? Etc. etc. So in my case, I registered myself in the Migrationsverket on January 28 in 2019, and then I submitted the application in the next day after I finished filling up the form. I submitted that on the 29th of January, together with the the documents that I attached and the payment that I paid. That time, it was 2019. The fee used to be 1,500, but if you will check the website right now, I saw that the payment was raised to 2,000 SEK or 2,000 kronor. So after you submitted the application form and you attach all the documents and you paid the fee, the Migrationsverket will send you an acknowledgement through email that your case is being processed or registered. And then the next step, there will be a questionnaire for your partner. So your partner should fill up this questionnaire. It's basically the same as what you filled up, like your details, his details, your both families' profile, and yeah, they are it's the same questions, almost like describe your relationship, what's your future plan, etc., etc. And in that questionnaire and in that form that you filled up, it should match, your answers should match. So that, I think, is the purpose of sending the questionnaire to your partner. So once the Migrationsverket receive my partners or my SAMBOs filled up questionnaires, they will again send you the acknowledgement through email. So in our case, it was February 7 when they receive the questionnaires from my SAMBO. And then the next one is book an appointment in the embassy. So I sent an email to the Swedish Embassy in Abu Dhabi, and it's really good because they replied immediately. They checked the availability and I confirmed it. It was like they said that the next availability will be in April 15 of 2019. But then I confirmed that one, yes, of course. So it was like I have to wait for 2 months. But luckily, this, I think I can say that I'm really lucky, because they send an email again saying that they have earlier slot. So they booked me for the interview on March 5, 2019. So instead of waiting for 2 months, it became earlier, you know. So then I went to the Swedish Embassy in Abu Dhabi on March 5 of 2019. Yeah, before you go to the interview, the embassy sent an email to me what I need to bring with me, like my original passport, the photos of us, the copies of the conversations that we have, all the proofs that I could bring about the relationship. So yeah, so I went to the embassy. As far as I remember, I was very nervous, of course, but the interview was, it's not even, maybe it's just 15 minutes, because yeah, it seems like you know, they have no reason to not believe our relationship. And the application, we followed all the instructions, and I think it's easier for us because my boyfriend has a very good job and salary, so they know that he could finance me during my stay. He lives in a villa, he has his own house, so I think that's a very good point for them to, you know, not to make it difficult for us. So yeah, the interview, they just asked a few things. I cannot tell you everything now, but yeah, I don't think it was really that difficult to answer their questions, especially if your relationship is authentic, as I've said in the beginning. So after that interview, they got my biometrics directly. So I had my photo for the passport, and they took my fingerprints, and then that's it. That is a very easy interview from the embassy. And then on the 7th of March 2019, I got the email from the Migrationsverket that they made the decision and my residence permit is approved, or it was approved. So that is how our journey went on. It was very smooth, very easy. I could say that we are also lucky because it just took us 42 days, as I've mentioned. If you are starting your journey with the residence permit, I hope that it will give you an inspiration. Don't give up. Maybe you are waiting too long now, but you know, it's thousands of people who are waiting for the residence permit, apparently. I just hope that you will be lucky as I was. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my vlog and I wish that you got inspired by it. Lycka till! Puso kram! Hej då!